Auburn fans, it is the day after a tough loss. We lost 20-3 against Texas A&M. Obviously, it did not go the way we hoped it would go. As far as is our season over? Guys, it's not over. I know a lot of people want to act like it is, and they're all gloom and doom on message boards and Facebook and YouTube and all that, but the season's not over. Let's look at just the fact of the matter. We've already won 6 games. Last season, in total, we only won 6 games. If we win one more, we've already improved on last season. Is it what we want? Is it the playoffs? No. Is it the SEC championship? No, it's not. But our season is not over, so quit acting like it is. We've still got 3 games. We could still win 9 in the regular season, and 9 games would be a huge improvement on last year. So already 6 wins, that's fantastic. We had a tough loss yesterday, but pick your head up. Quit acting like it's the end of the world. We'll be okay. We still have a lot to play for, and our guys are going to get it done. I'm not worried about it. Max over here, does he look worried about it? He's not. He's not worried about it at all. So don't be worried about it. We're going to do great. We're going to pick up the pieces, and we're going to make improvements. But as far as the season being over itself, stop that talk. Now let's actually talk about what happened yesterday. So we'll talk about some of the good and some of the bad. First, let's talk about what went well. Our defense was incredible. I was very pleased with how our defense played overall. They did not give up a touchdown. Listen to that again. Our defense did not give up a touchdown. I was very pleased with the defense. Yes, they gave up some field goals, but the touchdown that happened was actually on the offense from a fumble, a scoop and score that Texas A&M got. That's not on our defense. We can't put that on them. So I was pleased with how we played overall. On defense, the passing game, our passing defense was pretty good. We only held them to, I think, 196 yards passing. Somebody can correct me in the comments if I'm wrong on that. Rushing defense was not as good, but overall we did what we had to do, made some huge stops, and if we could have done a little bit more or a lot more on offense, we could have won that game. Keep in mind, we were in this game up until the 4th quarter when the wheels just fell off of this whole thing. The other thing that went pretty well, Tank was not bad. He had, I think, 69 yards. Not as good as I would have liked to have seen from him. Over 100 would have been great. Was it likely to happen? No, especially when we're looking at a good defense like Texas A&M. But 69 yards is nothing to be upset about. Now let's talk about what did not go as well. There's a lot more that did not go well that if some things had changed, we would have been looking at a different outcome. There were 36 seconds that were some of the worst 36 seconds we've seen for Auburn this season. What happened in those 36 seconds? Well, first, it was 6-3 before those 36 seconds happened. 6-3. Then Texas A&M kicked a field goal, which made it 9-3. And then Auburn had the ball. Bo Nix drops the ball, does not recover it. Texas A&M goes for a scoop and score. Then they get the 2-point conversion on that touchdown. And instead of a 6-3 game, we're now looking at a 17-3 ball game. So we went from being in it to thinking we were in it to the end, and we just needed to make a few small changes and we could get a victory, to it looked a little hopeless. When you're looking at a 14-point difference, when you had a 3-point difference 36 seconds earlier, yeah, it's a little disheartening. It kind of takes the wind out of your sails. So those 36 seconds, I wish we could get them back and we could do something different, but we can't. So we got to move on. So what overall did not go well with our offense? Well, look at our rushing game. We couldn't break 100 yards as a team. Jarquez Hunter was shut down. I think he had maybe 4 yards. It was terrible. I'm not saying he was terrible. I'm saying it was terrible that he could not get a lot of yardage like we've seen in some previous games. Lately, he's kind of been going downhill or struggling. I think teams have picked up on him as a threat, and they have planned for him. Tank got 69 yards. Sean Shivers got some yardage as well. But Bo Nix had negative 18 yards. So our rushing game was not great. I think Texas A&M was over 200 rushing yards. So that one difference right there was a huge factor in the ball game. If our rushing game is not clicking, if our running game's not clicking, we are going to struggle. Outside of that, our passing game, one thing I did not like to see in the stats for that game is the fact that out of our top 3 receivers, our top 3 players for receiving yards, 2 of them were running backs. There's not anything necessarily wrong with that, but when you lose the game and you go and look at this stuff, you would hope that you would have an actual wide receiver or 2 in the top 3, and we did not have that at all. After that, obviously we had some balls that were overthrown by Bo. We had he was rushed a few times that were pretty bad that caused him to scramble, and then I think the thing that made me the most upset with Bo was he cannot stay calm and poised. He can't do it. Anytime he starts getting frustrated or he starts getting that pressure, for some reason he just can't handle it and he just falls apart. And it starts becoming very obvious when you see him arguing with the refs and you see him on the sidelines. He is not being that leader that he needs to be to show everybody, hey guys, it's okay, we got this. Yes, something bad happened, but we're gonna come back and we're gonna get the job done. So he's got to figure that out. He's got to be the voice of reason. He's got to be the person that even when things are not going well, they have to know, his teammates have to know that he is going to be calm. He is going to do what he has to do to rally the team and eventually get the victory. But I don't know. As far as what could have gone different, I know there's going to be plenty of people saying that Harsin should have pulled Bo Nix and put TJ Finley in. I don't know if that was the answer or not. I'm really not sure. There's a lot of people who are going to put blame on the offensive line. I thought they played pretty well overall. Yes, there were some issues, some times where there were some pretty big gaps, and a player would shoot through and cause Bo Nix a lot of problems and caused him to scramble and have to make a quick decision. But overall, I wasn't horribly upset with how they played. They've been better than they were in previous seasons, at least the last couple of seasons. But I don't know. We've got to, our offense is just not clicking like I thought they were. Against Ole Miss, I thought we looked fantastic. It was one of our better games of the season, and then we follow it up with this game. I don't know how that happens. And we've gone, I think I saw something like 6 quarters without a touchdown. That's awful. 6 quarters without a touchdown. The only other thing that was a little concerning was our kicking game. I don't know what's with the missed kicks lately. It's not something I've expected from Carlson, and lately it's been an issue. It would not have made a difference in the game. Obviously, 3 or 6 points was not going to get us the victory, but it certainly is something that could change the game if we tied it up 6-6, or we kept a little closer with them. It could have changed how the team felt. It could have changed how the coaches were calling plays. There's a lot of that's all what ifing, so I'm not going to worry about that. It's not, we can't know how things would have turned out, but we've got to make those easy kicks, especially when it's just straight down the middle, like 20 yards. We've got to make those simple kicks. And we just did a lot yesterday that shot ourselves in the foot. Overall, though, I'm not going to be gloom and doom. I'm not going to sit here and tell you our season is over. It's not. We still got a lot to play for, so don't hop on Facebook and everything and act like the season's over. The players see this stuff, and they read what you post, they read what you write, they watch what you say, and listen to what you say. And there's no reason to bring more doubt to the team at this point. Yeah, there's a lot we can improve on, but I'm not overall like angry or anything at how we're doing this season. I'm disappointed at some different things that could have gone wrong. Penn State game, I think we should have won that one. We didn't. We kept it close, but I think we should have won it. And then as far as the Texas A&M game, we got outplayed. I think the biggest thing to keep in mind is that we are Auburn fans. We love the team. We love the university. And no matter what, we're going to support the team. So let's trust in Coach Harsin. Let's trust in Bobo and Mason. Because guys, quit beating up Derek Mason. He called a great game yesterday. No doubt about it. As far as the play calling for the offense, I'm not sure. I think there's some plays that were called well that just did not develop the way they should have. I need somebody who understands offense better than I do to break some of that down. But overall, I'm not angry. I'm disappointed. I think we have a good chance in our next two games, and I still think Bama is beatable. I've been kind of rambling in this video, but if you've been on the channel for a while and you've been watching a lot of this stuff, go ahead and hit subscribe. I'm almost to 1,000 subs at this point, and I need some help. So go ahead and hit the subscribe button if you like hearing me rant and ramble. And that's all I got for this one. So I'll see you in the next one. But keep your head up. We've got this.